Welcome inside Oracle Arena. I'm Ed Cohen with the former Chicago Bulls guard Jay Williams. And Jay, next year, the Warriors will move across the bay to San Francisco. But right now, trying to put on another show here in Oakland.
And speaking of a show, how about how many shows we saw in this building? The days of Run TMC, the killer crossover by Tim Hardaway, and how about the sweet shooting of Chris Mullin and Mitch Richmond?
Expect nothing short of greatness within these walls. The opening tip controlled by the Warriors, and we're underway in the final year at the Oracle. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his only media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports, amongst other things. I actually got a chance to host a Players Technology Summit with Andre Iguodala, where he talked about a multitude of things that he's invested in. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
Wiggins to Rose. Oh, he had him there for a second. Rose to Butler. Has a look. Jimmy Butler, good start. He's made his first shot.
You know, Jimmy Buckets really has an inspiring story. From being homeless at the age of 13 before moving in with a friend, reads like a basketball version of The Blind Side. That grit has become the fabric of his DNA. From Tyler Junior College to Marquette to the 30th pick in the first round. Are you kidding me? To where he is now, Jimmy Buckets has had to earn every inch that this game has given him.
Cashes in for 2.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Warriors have the basketball. Durant to Thompson. Probing the defense. Curry buries it on the catch and shoot. His instincts are unnatural, but what makes him so good given the work he's put in?
The special thing about Stephen Curry is that his entire life he has practiced great habits. A lot of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and effort.
And Jimmy Butler, 2 for 2. That's what you want.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
And Stephen Curry, we say it time and time again, not much the defense could have done there. That misses with a second to go. That ends the first quarter, and it's deadlocked, all tied up. A good start to this one, all tied up as we start the second. 47 wins for Minnesota. They squeak into the playoffs. What's key to take that next step?
If you're Scott Layden, the GM of the Wolves, the one person you're waiting for to arrive is Andrew Wiggins. Now, he had an impressive 3 seasons that earned him a max deal. But we watched this young man go from being the second option behind Jimmy Butler to now the third option behind Karl Anthony Towns. He averaged 17.5 points last year, but you need him to be a max-type player for this team to take the next leap.
It's Steph at the controls. Nothing going here on that drive. Sizing up the defense. Rose to Butler. Shot clock winding down. Butler for 2, and he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. First one, count it. 2 for 2 on that trip. Curry with the basketball. Down 5. Thompson to Curry. from long range. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Rare 3 for Rose. Defense was ready. Curry to Durant. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Knocks down the first. And gets both to drop at the line. Butler into the front court. All tied up, 13 apiece. Derrick Rose, 2 of 4 now.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Curry has it. To Cousins. Curry. Not that time.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way.
Flushes down the slam. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
So a tight one as we reach the break in a 1-point game. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, back to you.
T-Wolves at the controls going up the floor. Rose, down low Towns. Cousins up to block the shot.
That kid can block out the sun, man.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. His guys now down by a point. Butler to bring it up. His guys lead here early stages, third quarter. And Cousins is fouled. Boogie going to the line. He's going to shoot 2.
No, no, no. I'll tell you. The team that makes the little mistakes, like committing unnecessary reach-in fouls like that, will be the team that ends up with the L.
DeMarcus Cousins at the line. First free throw is good. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jimmy Butler goes down last year, nearly cost Minnesota the playoffs. When he's healthy, what makes him so dangerous?
Well, he's a versatile player. He's a guy that can lock up on the defensive end and a guy that can give you 20-plus points every single night. Let's remember, he missed 21 games last year. That's a quarter of the season. But the team didn't do that bad without him. They went 10-11. If these guys can finally come together and build some chemistry, they're a team that could be a 6 or a 5 seed in the West.
Minnesota at the controls to Butler. Jimmy Butler, very efficient and making an impact. He's 3 for 3.
Jimmy Butler's made such an impact on this young Timberwolves team. A guy with a blue-collar mentality, shows up to practice early and stays late. And obviously we saw that in the fact that the Minnesota Timberwolves made the playoffs for the first time last year since 2004.
Here comes the screen. Thompson to Cousins. Lets it fly from long range. Missed it. Wiggins to Towns. Shot from the lane won't go.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
The follow won't go either. DeMarcus Cousins. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Time expires on the quarter. It's the Timberwolves in front. The Warriors with the basketball to begin the fourth quarter. The defending champs, Jay, getting all they can handle here at the Oracle.
You don't see this very often. They've come in and put up one heck of a fight, but it doesn't matter if you don't get a check in that win column.
Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Rose into the front court. His team up by one. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Rose on the drive, but it won't go down. To Curry. Green. Thompson. Off the mark. And a putback slam.
Woo, that's nasty right there.
It's Minnesota basketball. And a whistle.
Ed, you can't lunge like that.
Klay Thompson, that's his second personal foul. Team foul.
Wiggins.
That's the first foul in the last 2 minutes.
Rose to Butler. Jimmy Butler looking good. 4 for 5.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Green to Curry. Down low to Cousins. Inside, he scores.
You've heard it before. Slow and steady wins the race. This approach might be working out after all.
Butler to Gibson. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
From a guy who's been there before, tomorrow morning you'll wake up and you would have wished this was a bad dream. But in reality, all you can do is knock the cobwebs off and let it fuel you for tomorrow.
Thompson. Now a pass stolen by the Timberwolves. Butler. And he can't. Slams it home on the putback.
Ed, it's pretty amazing how athletic bigs can be when it comes to getting an easy 2 points, huh?
Now the Warriors gonna call a timeout. They trail by 1. Who's it going to be as they get ready for the final shot? Kevin Durant. Small sample size, but making the most of it. He's 1 for 2. Now a timeout here for the Timberwolves. Let's see what they come up with. Down a point here in the final minute.
Participating Huntsville Burgers restaurant for a 10% discount on your meal. Huntsville Burgers, where the grill is magic.
Rose. We get a whistle and a timeout by Golden State. They trail by 2. And the question, do they look for the tie in overtime? Or do they go for it all with a 3? Now a whistle as Minnesota's going to take the timeout. It's their second and final one of the last 3 minutes. They cannot stop the clock again. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they just squeak this one out by a point. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.